What's going on, Broncos country? How's everybody doing tonight? Well, right now we getting into about draft season. As of yesterday, we are officially 1 month away from the 2024 NFL draft. Wow, it almost seems like yesterday, don't it? You know what I mean? But just on here, got a little bit of news to say, a little bit of news to talk about. Not much news, just a lot, little things been happening, and it's about to get interesting right now in Broncos. You know what I mean? It's about to get real interesting right now because look, it's possibly four quarterbacks could go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the NFL draft, and the Giants sit with the number 6 pick in the draft, and it's talk about them probably trying to take a quarterback or possibly even trade up from 6, which would probably be easier to do for them than the Broncos trying to trade up from 12 to get to number 4 or get to the number 3 spot. But as we was going into free agency, the Broncos signed Brandon Jones, former Miami Dolphins safety, Cody Barton, former Washington Commander D-line, Malcolm Roach, former New Orleans Saints D-line. Malcolm Roach could play the 3 tech, the 1 tech, and he could play nose tackle. DJ Jones is still a Bronco. And right now, they talking about they really not trying to lose. You know what I mean? They trying to fill a competitive team for the 2024 season. And I'm like, huh? What did they say? They trying to fill a competitive team. And I'm like, oh wow, really? But the moves that they doing, it's not like last year in 2023 when they was making all these splash moves. They was in on every deal and things like that. What Sean Payton was talking about and George Payton, what they was trying to do, they was trying to go out and strategically get players with exact fit. You know what I mean? That fits what they're trying to do. And it's also been noted that Jarrett Stidham, he's not your guaranteed number 1 starting quarterback for the 2024 season. Sean Payton said there will be competition, whether it's through the draft, which they more than likely going to draft a quarterback and then probably bring in one that might be a free agent or one that might be sitting at home. That's what Sean Payton said. And I'm like, well, okay, look, I was listening to this yesterday and today. They was at the NFL owners meetings, and you know what I mean, and I was just listening to what they were saying, and then like, oh wow, they changed the kickoff rule just like that. Well, look, the league wanted it, and the owners wanted it, and when something like that happens, and the owners want it, and the NFL wants it, it's going to get done. And they adopted the XFL rule for the kickoffs. Okay, it's supposed to be exciting. More kick returns, more punt returns. Safer for the players. Now, the defense, a lot of the defensive players, they ain't gonna like that. Because they done took out of the game. Some people like, oh, okay, we must be really playing flag football right now, huh? But they still gonna try to make this game entertaining. And from what it's worth, you know what I mean, the kickoff special teams was dying out. They want to try to keep it around and make it more exciting per se. That's what they per se what they trying to say. Things like that. Look, I'm all for player safety, but sometimes you just can't water down a game that was meant for men to football is a man's game. You already know what you already know what you signed up for when you come to the league, right? When you start playing the game in Pop Warner from like like yeah high, you already know what you signed up for from Pop Warner, on up. You know what you signed up for. You already know it's a rough and brutal sport. It's a man's sport. This is what they sign up for. Now you taking some of the violence out the game, making it PG. Look, I'm for player safety, but you know what I mean. Please don't water down the game of football too much, cause once you do that, you're gonna take all the fun out of it. People ain't gonna want to watch it no more, cause you done watered it down. You know what I mean? Now players are making millions and millions of dollars. You know, really, really what's going on with the game. You feel me? But, oh, we brought Will Lutz back, the kicker. And he was about to sign with, who was it? I think it was the Jacksonville Jaguars was trying to sign Will Lutz. He backed out at the last minute. Ring, ring, his phone rang. Picked up the phone. It was Sean Payton. Look, you know what I mean? At that stage of the game in free agency, you know, players had agreed to contracts verbally, you know what I mean, verbal commitment, but it wasn't like they signed on the dotted line. Same thing happened with Justice Strinat. Last minute, he about to sign with some team. Good thing. We need you. Come back to Denver. This is Sean Payton. Okay, fine. Next thing you know, Justice Strinat's back. I thought that was kind of interesting, right? I thought it was kind of interesting. And then, like, when we getting on this quarterback thing, look how many backup quarterbacks that was getting signed like it was water, right? And Kirk Cousins to the Atlanta Falcons, where Kirk, he's gonna start for the Atlanta Falcons. He's gonna be their new starting quarterback. Like, really, Kirk? Come on, man. And then come to find out, George Payton inquired they was gonna make an offer, but he, maybe he talked to Kirk Cousins or Kirk's agent saying, thanks for the offer, but I think they gonna head to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Kirk Cousins' wife is from Atlanta. So why not play close to her home, right? You know what I mean? So I guess it worked out for Kirk. And we as Bronco fans looking like, what is we doing at quarterback? They ain't do nothing at quarterback. They ain't bring nobody else in. We still stuck with Jarrett Stidham and Ben DiNucci. But keep your hopes up, because we're gonna drive a quarterback this year. I got my hopes on that. I'm leaning toward that, and more I hear You know, they had a work. They had a private workout. Just because Sean Payton ain't really going to the pro days and all that other stuff doesn't mean he's not getting to know these quarterbacks. And it was just brought to knowledge, you know, at these NFL meetings and all this other stuff. You know, the next meeting, league meeting, would be in May. That'd be at the draft, right? But it was brought to my attention during, you know, these past couple of days that they held a private workout for none other than J.J. McCarthy. And they just made him throw 4 or 5 hours, 4 to 4 or 5 hours of watching him throw the ball. Why they did that is because he didn't really throw the ball much in college. That wasn't Jim Harbaugh's offense. Jim Harbaugh's offense is somewhat similar to Sean Payton's. They run the ball, but you got to throw the ball, so they just wanted to see J.J. McCarthy's arm and how he throws the ball and his footwork while he's throwing the ball. That's bright. It's bright. Because look, we're getting closer and closer to the draft. And I'm still debating whether I'm going to do a draft party. And I think this year, if I do a draft party, I'll be more versed at it and really know how to do it this time. You know, last year was my first year, and I, you know, kind of was enamored by it too. I had a lot of listeners, you know what I mean? I had a lot of viewers viewing it, and this time I think I think I know my way through it this time, you know what I mean? So this is what I'm thinking about, and about maybe the first week, first week, second, about the first week of April, I think I'll probably announce it that I will be doing, that I'll go live if I decide to go live. You know what I mean? Maybe the first, second week, you know what I mean? I'll put it you know, on my page, on my YouTube channel, where y'all be able to see it on my YouTube channel. And wow, it's like a year done passed that fast. You feel me? It's like a year done passed that fast. And another announcement that I almost slept on. Another announcement that I really almost slept on, that I almost forgot to say. New uniforms in 2024. They will be unveiling new uniforms. They will be having new uniforms in 2024. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same color. It'd be the same colors. Same color. Same logo. A redesign of the uniform. You know what I mean? A redesign of the uniform. And I think I've seen it. If I was watching some of my shorts and stuff, you know, with the little mountain design on the shoulders, you know what I mean? But it just got for my thumbnail on my shorts, some of my shorts, it got the mountain design, you know, and I guess that's what's going to be on the shoulders of the uniforms, you know. You know what I mean? So I'll probably get more in depth on that. Oh, from what I'm hearing, you know, they ain't gonna never say that we're in a rebuild. They just gonna say, you know, we retooling. We're still trying to be competitive in 2024 and on. But Still no quarterback. You're getting role players instead of big name guys. Is that how a team should be made? Somebody tell me if that's how a team should be made or not. Who knows? We'll see if we get blown out. But a lot of moves they was doing was to show up to stop the run, to stop the bleeding in the run game. I kind of like they thoughts on that. But Sean Payton was saying moving up is really realistic. Okay, now how can we move up? We ain't got a lot of draft picks. Okay, now since the Jerry Judy trade, we got another fifth and a sixth round pick. So that makes 8 picks this time. Wow, we got 8 picks. Three picks in the fifth round. What? Two in the sixth. Whoop de doo, right? Is that going to be enough for the Broncos to move up? If they feel like they're going to need to move up for a QB, for a quarterback? Look, with the Vikings already acquired, the Vikings already have 2 first-round picks in this draft. They got pick 11, which is 1 pick ahead of us, the Broncos, and then they got pick 23 from the Houston Texans. So, to me, the only ammo they got is Patrick Surtain. If they're trying to go up and get, I'll say, a Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and maybe even a J.J. McCarthy. But look, it's it there. I'm kind of sold on there's going to be a quarterback that's going to fall. Like last year with Will Levis, how Will Levis fell all the way to the second round. I think, and I kind of even think that it's going to be Drake May falling. Right now, a lot of people got Jaden Daniels falling. So, no, we won't know till draft night. We won't know till draft night. And I'm going to be here for it. Hopefully, be on here during the first night of the draft, maybe the second day of the draft. Who knows? Look, like I said, I will let y'all know. Everybody will know if Everything Broncos podcast, hosted by Do the Bronco, will be doing draft night. Everybody will know. Everybody will know because I enjoyed it last year. But this time I got to be more of a commentator. And you know what I mean? But I know how to do it now. I got my feet wet last year in the draft party. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be doing it. I think so. And I will let everybody know. But look, that's basically, you know what I mean. And they also banned the hip drop tackle. They ain't banned it completely. They just banned the swivel part. However you may talk about that, but that part they banned. So we gonna see how the officiating gonna be on that part. You feel me? So that's just something that y'all need to know. And I'm gonna sign off. Probably hoping to be back on here tomorrow night or sometime tomorrow. But stay tuned. And I'm in this My absolute.